Namaste, everyone. So let's all go ahead, hands at the heart center, and let's try to go inwards. Take your focus and attention to breathing. Inhale and bring in the fresh energy. Exhale out the day's activities, the tiredness, the lethargy, let that go. Let us start the class with Om chants and the opening prayers. Om. Om. Om Sahana Vavatu Sahanau Bhunattu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Namaste, everyone. We continue our series on chakras. As you know, we started from the Muladhara chakra, which is the subtlest, which is the sthula of all the chakras. Sthula means very gross. Okay, so we're going to get grosser to all the way to subtle, which is the last one is the Sahasrara chakra. That's the subtlest of all the chakras. So as I mentioned, out of these 7 chakras, the first five chakras, from the Muladhara all the way to Vishuddhi that we did last week, that's all are like gross ones, and then they all are associated with these 5 elements that we usually we say our body is made of 5 elements, from earth to like we usually say Prithvi, Jal, Prithvi, water, Tej, Vayu, and Akash. So the 5 elements. So they're from gross all the way to subtle, which is space, which is Akash. So that's the same thing that we did last week. And then the next 2 chakras are associated with they're very subtle chakras. And the today's chakra is called as Ajna chakra. Okay, so I think you probably have read what Archana said. She has done it already so beautifully, so I don't want to water it down again. So in case if you need, go back and read it. It's beautiful. So Ajna chakra is like the command. So basically, obeying or command. So it's kind of a very, very subtle chakra, and then it's very, very good for meditation. As we say, like we have eyes to see, but what we're concentrating on is our third eye. And one of the things that really, really opens up this third eye or activates the third eye is the Trataka. And I think Archana has done that one time before. And I think we should do that again, because that's very good for Ajna chakra. And that's one of the things which always opens up your third eye. Okay, so we're going to concentrate on the third eye between your eyebrows. So that is where this Ajna chakra is. And if you really think about it, in our Indian traditions, actually, we put the bindi around that area also. So it's on the Ajna chakra. And then the thing is, like, somebody had asked me, like, why do we put bindi? So kunkma, we call it in Kannada. So why do we do that? It's because, like, we want concentration to go on that third eye. We don't want people to see anywhere else, but we want them to go there. So it's usually, as you see any Indian faces, you first the drishti goes to the bindi. So there are lots and lots of things that our traditions are associated with this Ajna chakra as well. So today we'll focus on that, and then the color of that is like kind of indigo purple color. I think Archana has mentioned that too, the foods to eat to activate this chakra. So there are a lot of things associated with this Ajna chakra. And the Bija mantra for this Ajna chakra is Om. So, so it's actually perfect because we start our class with Om, we end our class with one Om, and we'll do the meditation also on the Omkara. Okay, so let's go ahead, get started with our exercise, with our yogasana poses. And you can actually do any kind of asana and then concentrate your thing on the Ajna chakra. But some of the ones which are very good are like, like the Padmasana, Ardha Matsyendrasana, the Gomukhasana, and then all of the standing balancing poses also are very, very good for the Ajna chakra. Because what you're doing is like you're trying to open up the third eye, balance the third eye, and try to balance it. Okay, so we're going to include some of the balancing exercises as well. Any of you guys need help, please put your camera on and I'll be glad to help you. Okay, so let's go to the mat and get. All right, take your palms, clasp them, put them under your belly, and go ahead, take your attention to your palms, make a sankalpa or a pledge, telling yourself that for this next hour, you're going to keep your body and mind and intellect on this mat. Let us start our breathing exercises. Inhale up, straighten, look up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, straighten, bend to the right. Inhale back up to the left. Up to the right. Up to the left. Up, right, up to the left. Come back up. Take both the palms behind you, clasp them behind you, and now inhale and go into an easy back bend. Exhale, chin to chest. Continue subtle, slow back bends. Remember, when you're doing the back bends, remember the Muladhara Chakra from the bottom of the lower back, and the last thing that goes is the head. Exhale out. Now from exhaling, try to bring your nose close to the knees. Hands go pushing forward. Inhale up. Exhale down. Up and down. Up and down. And take your palms to the ground with your knees bent. Slowly straighten and hang forward. Try to get your as low as you can with the knees straight. Now grab hold of your elbows. Try to pull the elbows to the floor. Remove any tension in your neck. Move your neck up and down, side to side. Now take your whole trunk to the right. To the left. To the left. Now to drop again. Now with a slight bend in your knee, take both the palms up above your head and come standing straight like a pencil. You can close your eyes and take your attention between your eyebrows. Now, Inhale and take your palms behind you. Now inhale again and take your stretch into your shoulders. And exhale back down. Stand again in Shithila Tadasana. Relaxing pose for the standing. Alright, so let's go ahead into our loosening exercise. We'll do our regular warm-up stuff and then we'll try to go with some balancing poses and then a couple of the sitting poses. Okay, so let's go ahead. All of us go into our loosening. Inhale up, down, up, down, 10 times. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's go ahead. Take your feet straight out. Let's go into side bending. Inhale up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Make sure your neck is moving as well when you do this. Okay. Now go ahead, take your feet a little bit wider if you can. Hands up, hands back, forward fold, as low as you can go. And wherever your hands can go, try to touch the opposite toes. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold it here. Slowly come back up. And heel toe into feet apart, shoulder width apart. Now we're going to go into our waist twisting. So go ahead and have your hands at the heart center. Let's go ahead to twist. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Hold it here. Stand in Shithila Tadasana. As I mentioned, the heart rate can go up with this. Let it come back to normal. Take anywhere from 3 to 5 breaths. And now let's go ahead and get started with our Marjorie Asana or the cat and cow. Okay. So again, this is actually full chakra warming up, if you really think about it, because you are going all the way from Muladhara chakra to the Sahasrara chakra from the head top on all fours. Then go inhale up, exhale, chin to chest. 5 times. Hold it here. And if you feel you're comfortable here, let's go into variation. Take the right leg out, straight out. Take the left palm out. Look at the left palm. And once you're good here, let's go into variation. Bring the knee to the elbow. You can do it 3 times, 5 times, your choice. 1, 2, 3, and down. Let us go ahead. Shift the legs. Take the left leg out. Take the right palm out. Now let's go into variation. Knee to the elbow. Exhale. Squeeze. Inhale. Extend. Hold it here. Bring it down. And come into sitting into Vajrasana or any sitting pose of your choice. Okay, whatever is feels comfortable for you. But slowly try to see if you can get into this habit of sitting in Vajrasana. As I mentioned, the best way to do it is when you're watching TV, because your mind is somewhere else. So you can just kind of coax your body to do it. Okay, it's easier. Let's all go into our plank. You all know the plank routine already. Let's all come into plank. Beautiful plank. So, there is actually beautiful meaning for the Om. I will try to tell you at the end, but if I cannot, the Om is called as like an alambana. Okay, so alambana is something that that's a kind of a support. Alambana means support that you can take to reach the higher self. So Om is very, very powerful in that. Oops, let's go. Sorry, when I start talking, I forget. Go ahead, side plank. 1. As I mentioned, this is a variation. Okay, you can put your feet here and slowly start moving it back until you can get your feet stacked. 3, 4, 5. Switch sides. Come back up and start again. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Go back. Stay in the plank for me for 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And down. Go into Balasana or the child pose. And come back into Vajrasana. Do let me know if any of you guys having difficulty with Vajrasana, because this is one of the easy ones. It seems like very powerful one though. All right, so we're going to go into Surya Namaskar. We're kind of hurrying up a little bit because I think I spent quite a bit time in the Ajna Chakra theory. So I want to get started and get some of the routines that I have planned to get into this one. Okay, so let's go ahead, come to the front of the mat. Let's start our Surya Namaskara. Have that gratitude towards the sun. Let us start the Surya Namaskar with the Surya Namaskara mantra. Om Hiranmayena Patrena Satyasya Pihitam Mukham Tatvam Pushanna Pavranu Satya Dharmaya Drishtaye. Om Mitraya Namaha. Om Ravaye Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Bhanave Namaha. Om Khagaya Namaha. Om Pushne Namaha. Om Hiranyagarbhaya Namaha. Om Marichaya Namaha. Om Adityaya Namaha. Om Savitre Namaha. Om Arkaya Namaha. Om Bhaskaraya Namaha. Inhale, exhale. Om Mitraya Namaha. Om Ravaye Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Bhanave Namaha. Om Khagaya Namaha. Om Pushne Namaha. Om Hiranyagarbhaya Namaha. Om Marichaya Namaha. Om Adityaya Namaha. Om Savitre Namaha. Om Arkhaya Namaha. Om Bhaskaraya Namaha. Inhale, exhale here. Ekam, Dve, Trini, Chatvari, Pancha, Satta, Sapta, Ashta, Nava, Dasha, Ekadasha, Trini, Chatvari, Pancha, Satta, Sapta, Ashta, Nava, Dasha, Ekadasha, Dvadasha. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. Last one on your own. Hope you all are doing it. Inhale, exhale here. If you come to the back to the mat, let's do some Mukha Dhoti. Exhale from your stomach. All that excess air you took, exhale it all out. Get your breathing back to normal. Okay, so let's all go back to normal breathing, and then as I mentioned, we're going to do warrior 1, warrior 2, and warrior 3, standing up. And we'll also do the balancing, which is Vrikshasana, and try to do Natarajasana, standing up. Okay, so I know it seems like a lot of asanas, but we can just do 1, 2, and 3, warrior 1, 2, and 3 at the same position, just to save some time. We are practicing it, and I think your legs are pretty strong right now. I think we should be able to do it. Okay, but if you feel it's too much, or if you feel like your legs are shaking, you can come out of that and maybe skip warrior 2 if you really feel like it. Okay, I'm just challenging you. Let's go ahead, do all 3 warrior poses, because that's one more, actually warrior poses you can do it for Anahata chakra, you can do it for the Vishuddhi chakra, or you can do it for the Ajna chakra, depending on where you're taking your attention. You could just do it on any chakra, okay, except for Muladhara. Muladhara you need to be like kind of rooted, like that's actually helps with the other asanas, but other ones you can actually take your focus there and then get the benefits of it. Okay, so let's all come to the left hand side of the mat and let's practice the 3 warrior poses, or in Sanskritam it's called as Virabhadra asana. Okay, so let's come to the left hand side of the mat and spread your feet. Let me just correct my mat a little bit. It's all spread up all over. Okay, let's go ahead, make your feet as wide as you can. Okay, don't make it like maybe like put it at 80% because you're going to be bending the knee also. Take your hands up and back. Okay, make sure that you're never like scrunched up like that. You should always make sure the chest is wide and your whole lungs are not scrunched up. Okay, take the right foot to point towards the right hand side, and we're going to go towards the warrior 1, which is take your hands up near your ears and move your pelvis towards the right hand side. Once you are ready, bend your right knee and go as low as you can. Once you feel this, just go ahead at a comfortable pose and concentrate. Close your eyes and concentrate on that third eye. Take your focus between the eyebrows. Anywhere from 3 to 5 breaths. You can come and rest if you want, or you can straight go into Virabhadrasana 2. Take your hands out straight. Either you can look straight forward or you can look at the right middle finger. Go lower if you can. Again, you can either close your eyes or open your eyes and try to focus on the between the eyebrows. Lengthen your breath and relax the muscles that are getting pulled. Slowly bring it down. Straighten the right knee. You can come and rest if you want to, okay? Or you can just straighten your right knee here and relax here. And sometimes it just relaxes to go ahead, bend yourself a little bit too. Come back up. Now is the most important one, which is it's called as a Shambhavi Mudra. Okay, Shambhavi Mudra is not like a hand gesture, but with using your eyes and taking your focus. So you can keep your eyes open and try to focus on the Ajna chakra when you try to do the Virabhadrasana 3. Remember, that is the balancing one. Okay, take your right foot towards the right hand side. And as I mentioned, in Virabhadrasana, either you can take your hands, keep them hands lower, or you can keep your hands here, or you can keep your hands in the forward. So that's the most difficult one. Most difficult, medium, not easy. Okay. So let's go ahead, take your right foot to point towards right and come on the tippy toes of the left. Okay. And what you can do is like focus and put all your body weight on the right leg and go into Virabhadrasana 3. Anywhere from 3 to 5 breaths. Slowly come back up. Take your hands out. Slowly come down. Straighten your right foot. Bend in your right knee and bring it towards the left. Stand here in Shithila Tadasana. When I'm talking, doing the Tadasana, the Virabhadrasana 3, variation 3, it's difficult for me to guide you. So that's why I just give you the instructions beforehand. Because when I talk, I just lose my own balance too. So I'm not sure. Somebody's saying something. I don't know what. Maybe she was trying to say something. It's fine. All right, let's go to the right hand side of the mat, and we're going to do the 3 series again. Okay, you already know what you expect. So for me, it's actually easier when you do the second time because you already know what you're going to do further. Okay, let's go ahead. Spread our feet as wide as you can. Again, if you feel like you're going to lose balance, you can just bring them a little bit in. Not a problem. Okay, take your hands up. And remember, the first one, we're going to go up. Take your left foot to point towards the left and your torso to point towards the left as well. Inhale here and exhale and bend the left knee. Anywhere from 3 to 5 breaths. And when you're ready, go into Virabhadrasana 2. So hands straight out and you can focus straight ahead or at the middle finger, left middle finger. And see if they can go slightly lower. Deep breathing, concentration at the middle between the eyebrows. Now straighten your knee. You can relax a little bit if you want to. You can come out of this spreading legs because next you need to have a focal point. Look at your left and see what is going to be your focal point because it's all about your concentration and focusing. Okay, so pick a point where you're going to focus, and when you're ready, you can actually lessen it if you want to. If you want to make your between the legs, if you want to make the distance less, you can come it forward. Okay, now what I want you to do is like come on the tippy toes of the right leg, right foot, and we're going to go towards the left. Okay, so when you're ready, go ahead, put all your body weight on the left leg and go into Virabhadrasana 3. Whenever you feel like, come out, take your hands out, straighten your left foot, slight bend in your left knee, bring it towards the right. Stand in Shithila Tadasana. Get your breathing completely to normal, because the next one definitely, because the thing is, it's very good if you do vrikshasana, the tree pose, after you have done some of these leg poses, the strong leg poses like trikonasana and this and parshva uttanasana, all these other standing poses which really are strengthening your lower body and your legs. It's actually very good before you do the vrikshasana. Okay, now that you have strengthened your legs and they're pretty strong, let's go into vrikshasana. Okay, so you can take your foot anywhere on the left knee. We're going to start with the right hand side. So we're going to go take the right foot anywhere on the left, inner left leg. Okay, so you could try it, this is a little bit complicated, so see if you can do it. Don't put it on the knee, anywhere under the knee or above the knee. Okay, on the knee you put a lot of pressure on the knee. Try to avoid that. And you can start with your hands folded at the heart center first. Okay, and again, attention to that third eye. Once you feel you have the balance, take your hands all the way to the top. 5 breaths. Slowly bring your hands down. Shake your right foot. Bring it down. Hope you all guys could do it. Wish I could see you guys. Maybe one of these days I'll just come to Canada and then do all of this. I can do it together. Take a few breaths here. Once you're ready, get that focal point again, and we're going to try the other leg. Okay, put the weight on the left foot. Pretend that's basically the trunk of the tree. Okay, your left foot is going to be the trunk of the tree, and you're going to take the right foot is going to be the trunk of the tree, and then the left leg is going to go somewhere inside, anywhere inside the right leg. Okay, so you can put it anywhere except on the knee. Don't put it on the knee because that is you're putting a lot of pressure on it. Try to avoid that and see if you can slowly go as high as you can. Okay, once you have the concentration, go ahead, take your hands to the heart center. If you're good there, go ahead, take it even above that. And if you lose balance, go ahead, come back out again and do it again. Slowly come back out, shake your legs, and relax in Tadasana again. Every time you close, look for that bright light between your eyebrows. As I mentioned, I can ask Archana to do the Prataka, or I could do one of the days. Beautiful asana for the eyes and to open the Ajna Chakra. Let's all come do couple sitting asanas and we'll try this. All right. all come, sitting in any kind of Sukhasana pose. Okay. I'm not sure if we have practiced this before. We may have practiced this, I'm not sure. But I'm sure like maybe in the other classes also you may have done it. And the asana we're going to practice is called Gomukha Asana. And the reason that is because when you put this asana, it looks like a cow face. Okay. So I'm not sure if any of you have visited India and then, where there is like a, like the Nandi or the cow is sitting in front of the Shiva's altar, Shivalinga. So it kind of looks like that, and that is the reason it's a very meditative pose, and also it's called as like a Gomukha Asana. Go is like a cow, Mukha is face. Okay, Gomukha Asana. So to do that, let's go ahead, take the, you're going to just sit in here. Sit the left heel is under the right butt, and we're going to take the right foot on the other side. So what we're going to try to do is stack both the knees, okay, making it look like a cow face. So the knees should be stacked on each other. So you try to come into, I think some of us, we call it as like a tight pretzel. Okay, so almost the heels are touching your upper thigh, very upper thigh, and you're trying to get into a as close to the body as possible, tight as a pretzel. Okay, so you can just kind of pull your left knee on the right knee on the top, pull your left knee on the bottom, make it stack. Okay, so if you have a partner, if you have a husband or wife with you, you can ask them and see if it looks stacked enough. Okay, all right. So what you can do is like you can just go ahead, put both of your palms on each of the foot, and then try to kind of like press it to the ground so they are not coming apart anywhere. Okay, so you could just do that, like kind of massage your feet also. And there is a hand gesture which is kind of not, it can be a little bit tight, depends on how your shoulders are. Okay, so the hand are, take your right, whatever is on the top, right? So if your right leg is on the top, you take the right hand and go behind you, and the left hand goes from the bottom and try to grab the right hand. Okay, so let me show you how it looks like. And if you don't know this, if you cannot do this, don't worry about it, but I'm just going to show you because it's kind of not very intuitive. So my right is on the top, right? So I'm going to take my right hand here, and the left hand goes and tries to grab the right fingers. Eventually the goal is to interlock the fingers and breathe in. Okay, so that's what I meant. So let me just show it again in the front. Hope you all can get this thing. Excellent one for any of the shoulder issues you have. Okay, for any kind of tightness you have in the shoulder, and go very slowly. Okay, as slow as possible. The goal is to hold on to each other's the palms or whatever, you should be able to grab it, but that's not necessary. Okay, you can even use a strap. Okay, so but if you can, and then one of the areas where you can do it very easily is when you're in shower. Just try to do it, and then this should not be like this. It should be as away as possible. Okay, and now go ahead, when you feel like feels so good, go concentrate on the Shambhavi Mudra. Open your eyes and concentrate on the third eye. Anywhere from 3 to 5 breaths. Bring your hands down. Put your hands on the thing. So if you cannot do that, if your shoulders are too tight, you can just simply put your hands on the right knee. Now go ahead. Shake your legs and sit in Sukhasana before we switch to other side. Now we're going to switch sides, where we're going to go, left leg is going to go on stack on top of the right knee. Okay, so just like how we did before, the knees are stacked up, one on top of each other. And actually the goal is like, see if your heels are in line on both the side of the leg. See if the heels are in line and then the feet are kind of in line. Okay, just kind of look at your feet and see if you can make an adjustment. So, the knees are stacked, the feet are in line. And now remember, it's going to be the ulta now. So basically my left hand is going to go from the top, my right hand is going to go on the bottom and try to grab. And then as you will notice, one side probably is easier than the other one. This one I cannot even reach my fingers at all. It just is probably my left shoulder is pretty tight. It's okay, just trying to create room in the chest, making it as wide as possible. Once you have it, go ahead, deep breathing. Slowly release the hands, release the legs. Shake both the legs. And let's go ahead, come into our meditation or the Om chanting. Bija mantra for the Ajna Chakra or the command chakra is the Omkara itself. So as I said, it's one of the most powerful sacred mantras in our scriptures. And the way it is done is, the Om is divided into A, U and a Ma. Okay, then it becomes a Sandhi. We call that as a Sandhi in the sense like when the two letters kind of combine and becomes Om. Okay, so instead of Aum, it becomes Om because they kind of together. But it's originally divided into A, U, Ma. Okay, so A is supposed to be like a Brahma, and U is supposed to be Vishnu, the sustainer, and then the Ma is the destruction of anything that's evil, or eventually everything has to destroy, and that's the Ma for Maheshwara or Shiva, Lord Shiva. So that's why it's kind of the Trinity mantra. There is like so much. Like in SVS, I actually was one of the persons who did a whole thesis on Om chants, on the letter Om. So so it's that powerful. So they did all his PhD. He did it on Om, and there is like a Om meditation. There's an Om meditation which is like about 15 to 20 minutes long, and sometimes that can be going for half an hour too. So there are like lots and lot of things with Om. And the most powerful thing in the Om is not just the Om chant, but the pause between the two Oms. Okay, so we're going to try that. It's a very, very powerful thing. So I would say, either you can keep your eyes open and concentrate on the middle of the Ajna chakra. That's good. But if you don't feel have that kind of a thing, I would say close your eyes and take your focus to the Ajna chakra, and we'll chant the Omkaras. Inhale, exhale, and get your body ready, prepared for this Om meditation. Let us start meditating on that divine Om. 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 Next 5 chants we're going to do with just the lips, no sound, just the lip chanting of Om. Next 5 of the Oms, let's go ahead and make a Namaskara Mudra at your Ajna Chakra and go ahead, complete with complete surrender to anything that happens to the Divine Self. Let's go ahead do a Manana mantra, just is in your mind only, chanting Om 5 times. Relax your palms on the knees. Imagine that Om sound, Om chant that you have done. Imagine that completely covering you with calmness and peacefulness, creating this bliss in your heart, making the union of you with your true self, with your divine self. Let's close the class with closing prayers. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah Sarve Santu Niramayah Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschit Dukkha Bhag Bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Rub your palms. Generate some heat. Up it on your eyes. And apply a gentle pressure at that Ajna chakra as well. Rub your palms again. Generate the heat. Put on your body. And be grateful to your body because it cooperated with you for this 1 hour. Thank you all for joining us, and we'll see you again next time.